get this off my chest. So I booked shows. My oldest goes to the University of Maryland. You need to get a beer? You want to get a beer? Is that what you're doing? Get a drink? You go ahead. You can listen while I'm talking. It's okay. So she goes to the University of Maryland. I've got one in college now. And so I booked these shows in Annapolis and D.C. right before Thanksgiving, thinking like the inner Steve Martin in me was like, I'm going to bring her home. We're going to have 7 hours in the car to chat. Tell them to get the real straight talk, right? Put this whole thing together. Did these shows. Like, she calls me on Thursday. And she says, Dad, University of Maryland decided to go like to Zoom classes for the Monday and the Tuesday. So is it cool like if you just get me a train ticket home, which was like $300, but I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. No problem. Like, and then the kicker was she's like, are you still cool to drive my roommate home? Like, I am an introvert at heart. Like 7 hours in the car with a strange girl. No shit, I know. Yeah, I did it. I mean, I'm like, okay, yeah, but that's the balls on this generation. They just there's no ask too grand. All right, I released a new song last week. It's a sing-along, so we're going to do it. I know we're lit up and it's early and everything, but we're just going to do it. I wrote this song. It's a sing-along that just came out, so you don't know it, which is fitting, but it has very few lyrics. You'll catch on. I wrote this song. It was inspired by a book by a wonderful New York Times best-selling author named Jacqueline Woodson, who writes books for young adults, and I was trying to fit a lot of fatherhood into a short time, as you do. Back in February, and I was reading this book with my 11 and 12-year-old, and I said, they said, can I go to bed? And I said, no, we need to finish this book before I leave for my 6-week tour. And so we're reading it, and all of a sudden the chapters start to repeat, which is, it's like right out of Elf or something. I'm like, no, what's happening here? So I'm flipping through, and then the book just ended with it didn't have an ending on it. And this is a HarperCollins book. This is like a proper book. It just didn't have an ending. So I did what any mature adult would do. I got on Twitter and I started complaining about HarperCollins. Like, people depend on the ends of books and stuff like that. And so within minutes, I get a DM from the author, Jacqueline Woodson. And she's like, look, you walk on water in our household. I'm going to send, publishers got to get there. They got to get it together. I'm going to send you books signed to your daughters. I'm like, this is great. And then it occurred to me, she thinks I'm the children's author, Stephen Kellogg. I was like, oh, just so you know, I'm actually singer-songwriter Stephen Kellogg. She's like, oh. I think I have one of your songs on a running mix. So I was like, can we still have the books? But I wrote this song as a thank you to her. It's a song about showing up for your people. If you catch on, sing it with me, because that's how sing-alongs go. I challenge you to be honest. Everyone's afraid to tell the truth. Ain't nobody here gonna judge you. All the folks I care for got the blues. And I know that I should be grateful. I know that I should be kind. What is it that leaves me feeling hollow? Why do some of us get left behind? If there's only one place that anybody goes when the wild wind howls across the waves and through the snow, yeah, I will always be fade to black. Should gravity one day cease to exist, remember, I will always have your back. A promise is forever, it don't matter what you did. A promise is forever. If there's only one place that anybody goes, where the wild wind howls across the waves and undertow, I will always, there it is, be your harbor. I will always, yeah, be your harbor. So you know I will, yeah, always, just so you know. Little louder, here we go. I will always be your heart. Always I will always be your heart. One more. I will always be your harbor. So you know.